So, welcome to Satopath. This is Aisha Mohan, and this is a space where we explore the many journeys on the spiritual path through conversations with those who are walking it deeply.
Mm.
And today we have with us very special saint, Chandramouli Maharaj, someone I had an honor of crossing paths with a few years ago at the banks of the sacred Narmada River. So, welcome, Maharaj. Thank you
Namaskar.
for being with us today. And to begin with, why don't you share a little bit about yourself, about how your journey began, and
Mhm.
what was the calling that led you to this path?
Uh, So it so happened, I was born in 1956,
Mhm.
and when I was 11 years old, at that time, somehow I don't know, due to previous life sanskaras or whatever it may be, that I wanted to take sannyas. At that time, I did not know much or deep meaning of sannyas, but that idea was there in my mind, even at such a young age. So what happened that I was born in a Brahmin family, and that ritualistic worship was there, and religious books were there that I used to read at that very young age. So it so happened that somehow I don't know from where, but that urge came from within me that I will take sannyas only. So one that deer skin was there in the house. So I was sleeping on the mattresses previously, but then I started sleeping on that deer skin only like this. So it so happened that one night in a dream, Gnaneshwar Maharaj came into my dreams. Maharashtra saint that Gnaneshwar, Sant Gnaneshwar. So he just appeared in my dream and he asked me that what do you want? So with my folded hand, I offered my pranams to his lotus feet, and I said that I want sannyas. So he said, "Oh, you want sannyas?" Saying so, he put his lotus palm upon my head. And at that time, I woke up and found that nobody is there because I felt the touch. So I was surprised that how come it so happened. But then Gnaneshwar Maharaj blessed me that, oh, I bless you that you will be a sannyasi. So 1 year passed like that. When I was 12 years old, at that time, I thought that if I want to take sannyas, I must have a guru. Without master, one cannot realize, or one must have guru. As Swami Vivekananda says, that even if you learn the mason work, by reading the book regarding mason work, you are not going to be a mason. You need to stay with a mason and practice for 6 months how a brick is put, how the mortar is to be kept, and what kind of mixture will be there and all. So likewise, guru is the only need to travel further in the spiritual paths. So at the age of 12 years, whenever any saint used to come in the village, I was born and brought up near Ahmedabad, one on the banks of Sabarmati village, one small Sabarmati river, one very small village is there, and it was right on the banks of the river. So there, one big tamarind tree was there, and one Shiva temple, an isolated place. Hardly anyone used to visit it on the river bank. So I used to go there and try to sit in the meditation and do japa, Om Namah Shivaya like that and all. Sometimes what happened that in that village, some saints used to come, Parivrajak sannyasis. So I used to go and meet them. One old man from that village noticed that I am visiting the sadhus, unknown sadhus. So he told me that, why do you go to these sannyasis? I said, I want to take sannyas and I am in search of a guru, master. So I am going there. So he said that not all saints will be true saints and you won't be able to know that who is the real saint. So, and we are too young, and we do not know that you will get swept away by some of their conversations and all, and whether you will have the right guru or not. So that appealed to me at that age. So when I was young and in the family, we used to worship Dattatreya Bhagwan, Avdhuta Dattatreya. So I started praying to Dattatreya that since this old man, experienced wise person, says that you should not go like this. So now I pray to you that whosoever is my guru, he should call me. Then only I will go to him. I won't search for him. So I stopped going to that riverside and meeting sadhus, sannyasis who used to come there and visit. 1 year passed like that. My prayers were day by day getting intense. And it so happened that in the last months of my 13 years of my age, um, I was, very much eager that why Bhagwan is not answering my prayer, why no Guru is calling me. Because I prayed to Dattatreya Bhagwan, say, whosoever is my Guru, he should call me and then only I will accept him as my Guru and follow his advice like that for the spiritual path. So then I completed 13 years in 1969. So at that time, my Guru Maharaj, Timirvaran Swamiji, he came in that village, and outside that village, one farmhouse was there. So in that farmhouse, Swamiji came. I knew that some Sadhu Maharaj has come, but I decided that whosoever is my Guru, he himself will call me. I won't go to any sadhus. But one thing happened that on that road where farmhouse outside the village it was, on that road daily I used to go for walk. So I went for walk on that day also when Swamiji happened to be there. That was in the end of 1969 December. It was Christmas time. So I saw from the distance that many that IAS officers from nearby Gandhinagar came to have darshan of Swamiji. So at that time, red light, that cars and all were parked there. But I just looked at the place and then walked further. But Swamiji saw me from the terrace. So he asked someone that who is that boy who is going on that road? So one Dilip Singh, brother of that farmhouse owners, Rathod Sahib, he told that he is the son of here high school's principal's son. So Swamiji said that you go and call him. So that person came on a bicycle and he said that when Swamiji have come in our place in farmhouse and he saw you from the distance and he has asked me to bring you to him. So that at that time cycle, so on that carrier I sat down and went that side. All IAS officers were standing downstairs and Swamiji, through someone, Swamiji told them that today Swamiji is not going to meet anyone, so ask them to go back. So no darshan today. So they, all of them, 3 to 5 cars were there. So some were collectors, some were secretaries in the nearby Gandhinagar, only 15 kilometers away. So all of them went back, reversed their cars, and the place again became very silent. It was a silent place. Many trees were there. Then I went upstairs to have darshan of Swamiji. So one bed was put on that terrace on the floor, thick bed kind of mattress. And Swamiji was sitting in Padmasana like this, and his eyes were closed. So I offered pranams to him, but he did not open his eyes. So I thought that he has called me and Swamiji is not opening his eyes. I was a young boy of 13 years. But 2.5 hours, Swamiji did not open his eyes. Huh. For a young boy, it was difficult to wait such a long period of time. It was evening and it was late evening. So Gradually, darkness also, it so happened that all around that lights were off and there was no light. Swamiji used to like that kind of thing, natural environment. So 2.5 hours I sat before Swamiji, but Swamiji did not open his eyes. Then all on a sudden, after 2.5 hours, Swamiji got up from that bed and that Bata's 7 number slippers Swamiji used to wear, the chocolate strip, that kind of. So Swamiji just put the slippers on and went to his room without looking at me. So darkness was there, but it was not dense dark. Some visibility was there. But Swamiji knew that I am sitting just here, but he did not call me or looked at me even. At that time also I tried to offer him pranams, but he did not look my side and he went to his room. As soon as he entered his room, he asked the attendant that send that boy here in my room. So I went inside the room. Swamiji used to wear that long jubba, alkala it is called in Bengali, and he was standing like this. So as soon as I saw Swamiji, I remembered that Dattatri Bhagwan has granted my prayers, which I was praying since last 1 year. So I became emotional and I put my head in his lotus feet and started weeping. And with tears only, literally, his feet were, drenched in that my tears, wet. But Swamiji stood like that only. After 1 or 2 minutes, Swamiji told me. At that time, Swamiji did not know much of Hindi, very 2, 3 words only, English only. So Swamiji said, "Calm down, calm down." So then I became calm down, and Swamiji said, "Sit there on the floor." Then Swamiji sat on the cot. Swamiji said, "What is your name?" I said, "Chandramouli." Swamiji said, "That is too big a name for me to pronounce. So if I address you as Mauli only, is it okay with you?" I said, "Yes, Swamiji." Okay, why it's you might have been thinking that why Swamiji called me, but just I saw you from a distance and that idea came into my mind to call you. So now what do you want from me that you tell? I said, "I want sannyas." So I said, "Sannyas, do you know the meaning of sannyas? What sannyas is? You are so young." I said, "I don't know much about it, but if a guru is there, then everything will be known. That is what I heard from the elders. So I have come to you and I used to pray to Dattatreya Bhagwan since last 1 year so that my guru will call me and you called me." So Swamiji said that, "Okay, but let us see you. First of all, you study, complete your graduation, and then later on we will see." So at that age also, I told Swamiji that why I should waste my time in studying and all. They say in the scriptures that sannyas should be taken at very early age. Swamiji said, "Do you know more than me?" I said, "No." Then Swamiji said, "Keep quiet. When I ask you to and when I give you permission, at that time we will see and then I will give you sannyas." So I said, "Okay, Swamiji." I offered my pranams to him again. Then Swamiji asked me few questions. First question was, "Do you go to watch movies in the theaters?" I said, "No, Swamiji, never I have visited theaters and that kind of thing never fascinated me. I don't know how even theater looks from inside. So cinema, movies, places I have not visited." Swamiji said, "Good." So during studies, at that time, that high school one and things were there. So he said, asked me that, "Do you have any interaction with girls?" I said, "Yes, Swamiji, because I am a topper student, so they come to take notes from me." Swamiji said, "Nothing wrong in that. Divine Mother alone is in the forms of all women, girls. So it's okay. Then he asked me that there are certain rules and regulations which are supposed to be followed by you if I give you sannyas. So first of all, that when I send you to some place in Parivrajaka life, so you won't wear stitched clothes for some minimum 12 years, and if you can make it for 24 years.
Mhm.
So one dhoti and one upper garment, that's all. And then beg your food from the five houses. Whatever Divine Mother Annapurna gives you as a bhiksha, madhukari. So that you do. Madhukar is that honeybee. So how that word madhukari came into existence? That madhukar means that honeybee. What happens? It collects honey from many flowers. From one single flower, it won't suck all the honey. So likewise, a sannyasi won't be a burdensome to a single family, one place. So he will go to five houses so as to take little food, whatever leftovers are there sometimes in householder's house. So that only Swamiji said that that is why it is called Madhukari. So you are not dependent upon one family only or a burdensome to one family. So wherever you go, some five houses you go and whatever you get, you should eat like that. So these are rules and regulations of my giving sannyas to you. Do you agree to it? And another thing Swamiji told me that as many years possible, sleep on the floor only and don't use pillow. Gunny bag you can sleep and don't use blanket. Shawl you can and lie down like that. And minimum for 13 years, 13 hours of meditation if you can do after taking sannyas. Then what to do afterwards that I will ask you to let you know. Are you ready for all this? I said, yes, Swamiji, as much as I can, I will try my utmost to follow each regulations and whatever you ask me to do. So then Swamiji said that you extend your right hand like this, and I have extended my right hand. So you put your right hand upon my right hand and give me a promise that you will be the highest kind of sannyasi, urdhvareta brahmacharin, lifelong, and whatever I ask you to do, you will do. So I uttered the same words what Swamiji asked me to. Yes, Swamiji, like that. Then Swamiji spoke that if you do not love me wonderfully, I cannot teach you how to love God wonderfully. If you do not believe in me wonderfully, I cannot teach you how to believe in God wonderfully. So, whatever I ask you to do, you will have to without having a second thought. Are you ready for this? I said, yes, Swamiji. Then he said that now you go back to your house, and this is my address on one uh, piece of paper. Swamiji wrote Swami Timirbaran, Bhimpura Ashram, Narmada Banks, Chandod, like that. With pin code also Swamiji wrote 391105. So that paper Swamiji gave me, and he said that this is my address. So whenever vacation is there in your schools, you come and stay with me. All vacations, summer vacations, Christmas vacations, Diwali vacation, wherever, whenever. So you can come and stay with me. So I said, yes, Swamiji. It so happened that as I was taking his leave, Swamiji gave me Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, English. On the first page, Swamiji wrote also, love God like that. And then he gifted me that book and he said that daily one chapter you read, this contains the essence of all spirituality. So this book you read, so it will be very good for you. So I said, yes, Swamiji. Then Swamiji came out. Then lights were put on. Swamiji said that switch on the lights. So there was big floodlight was there outside that farmhouse. So the place was illumined. Then Swamiji was standing like this, and I was standing near Swamiji. So one gentleman came at that time with guava fruits in one basket. It was a very big trees, single trees fruits only. So fresh and ripened on that tree only. So Swamiji gave everyone one guava fruit. Then to me, Swamiji asked that you bite it and eat it. So I was hesitant that it will be indecent to. Uh, there were other devotees also, and like this, and before Swamiji also in the presence of Swamiji, eat like this. So it will be discourteous. So I did not bite. Then Swamiji asked everyone that you bite and eat guava fruit. So I was still hesitant, but then Swamiji said that I asked you to bite it and eat it. What are you doing? Why are you standing like that? So then I also took the prasadam. Then Swamiji said, with every two, three bites, after two, three bites, Swamiji said, hold. Everyone show me their guava fruit. So all of us showed that guava fruit to Swamiji, that bitten part towards Swamiji's side. So only my guava was deep red, and nobody else guava was having that simple white kind of color. Same tree, one tree only, fruits. So Swamiji said that from within a kind of sankalpa was there in my mind that if Mauli's fruit is red, then only I will give him sannyas.
Wow.
And it so happened that that fruit was my fruit, which Swamiji gave me was deep red. So Swamiji was pleased and he put his lotus palm upon my head and blessed me. And he said, now you go back and study, and I am here for few days. So you come and visit me daily. Have your prasadam food here only. I said, yes, Swamiji. So saying so, I departed and went to home. Next day also I came to Swamiji. Swamiji, as soon as I used to come at that time, Swamiji used to call me inside and ask some personal questions, that in which standard you are studying, what is the name of your high school, like that. And then Swamiji immediately started talking about spirituality only. That love for God, if it is kindled in your heart, then everything becomes easy. Even your monastic life and the rules and regulations which I have given you, that will be easier for you to do. So don't worry about it. Only one thing is required in a human soul, and that flame should get kindled. So that spark which you receive from the Guru, Master, that will just uh, make it make that flame burn. So I said, yes, Swamiji. Like this, Swamiji used to do satsang with me. Then as vacation came, I went to meet Swamiji at ashram. Likewise, years passed, 14, 15, 16, and uh, I passed exams second standard and third standard. At that time, in our times, it was that if a student is bright, then he can skip 1 year of study. So that way, I passed in young age. Second and third I exam standard I gave in 1 year only, and then fourth and fifth also. So 2 years were saved. Then I was a topper in the state. In our time, it was 11th standard. So I got merit list. My name was first. So I got admission in medical college. And then I went to Swamiji. That Swamiji, I got the admission in medical college because parents were very much insistent that you must be take this line only. So Swamiji said that instead of knowing the vidya knowledge of studying regarding God, MA with philosophy you would have done, then I would have been much pleased. So शरीर को जानने का विद्या सीखने के लिए तू गया, आत्मा को जानने का विद्या छोड़कर, जबकि तू साधु होने का है. So I told Swamiji that because parents were insisting, and I told them that Swamiji, at that time Swamiji asked me also that you take admission in BA and then MA with philosophy and all. But then parents were so much insistent, and so I somehow said, okay. But then Swamiji said that, okay, whatever has happened, let it be like that. You study, uh, let it be as divine will. When a time comes, I will call you. So first year I passed, 1.5 years is the first year in medical college, and as soon as exams were completed, at that time my age was 17 years and a half. That was in 1973. So after exams, immediately I went to see Swamiji. But at that time, some strike was going on in railways. So from Chandod, that narrow gauge railway was not on that day. Strike was there. How to reach Swamiji? Not many buses were there some 51 years ago. Only one or two bus used to come. Transport was very poor at that time. Roads were also not good. So I thought that how to reach Swamiji's ashram at Bhimpura. So I started walking on the railway track. It is 22 kilometers from Chandod. And 11:30 I reached Bhimpura at night. So that Sevak Madhu was there. So he said that Swamiji has gone to Rajpipla and in Parsi Dharmashala he is staying. So Swamiji is not here and he will come in a day or two. So on that day I did not eat anything, just drank water, took bath in Narmada at midnight and then slept there in the ashram. Morning I went to Rajpipla. Swamiji said that how come that you have reached here, because I heard that some strike is going on and train is not plying and all. Buses are not plying. I said I walked on the track. So Swamiji said कि गुरु को जानने का इतना इंटेंस इच्छा तेरे अंदर है तो तू चल के आया मिडनाइट, तो हम आज ही तेरे को सन्यास दे देता हूँ, क्योंकि डॉक्टरी तो करने का नहीं है, तो चल आज ही. तो ऑन दैट डे स्वामी जी was very much pleased with me. So then he gave me one dhoti and another dhoti, two dhoti and two kaupin. Then Swamiji said that now we will go to Bhimpura only. So it's your sannyas day today. It was 17th October 1973. So that day Swamiji and all of us came to Bhimpura. As we were crossing Narmada in the boat, Swamiji gave me in his palm Narmada waters, that being a sannyasi won't have children. So your own shraddha karma you do. I am giving you this water in your palm, you put it. So your old identity is no more now. So like that Swamiji gave that water into my palm and then I put it back in Narmada. Then Swamiji said, now your shraddha is over. Jivita shraddha, which one of the ritual of sannyasi at the time of giving sannyas. So then Swamiji went upstairs in his room and he said that because you are 17 and a half years, so you are not 18 years old. So if your parents complain, I said my parents are your devotees and they know that I will be taking sannyas. So that kind of thing won't be there. But Swamiji said, no, you go and give that writing down, that permission should be there. Then only. So I went back and immediately got that written everything and signed it by my parents. And at that time that 72, 73 time war was going on. So I was a captain in National Cadet Corps in college. So one rifle was allotted to me, 303 rifle. So according to rules and regulations, I will have to submit that rifle back to them. They used to teach us firing and all. So by returning, I went to college campus and went to that NCC National Cadet Corps camps. And that military person was there. Then I told him that I want to submit this and free me from this responsibility because I will be going away from and won't study further. So he said, "Oh, nice to know." So that military person got my sign, everything, and that rifle was then, cancelled from the register. In my name it was. Then I came back to Swamiji. Swamiji said, "See, I don't keep sannyasis with me. So now you go to Kashi." And as I told you many years ago when you were young, beg your food from 5 houses. Don't wear any stitched cloth. Have no shoes or slippers on it. Sleep on the floor. And now you go. So one devotee, Swamiji sent one devotee that you get him a ticket for Kashi. At that time, direct trains were not there from Vadodara. So via Mathura, I had to change the another train and then reached Kashi. So Kashi, at that time, I had that kind of imagination that holy place, forest and all, and it will be very beautiful to stay with and all. But as I reached there, I saw it is a big city and where to stay and all. So I thought as Divine Mother wishes. So I started living on ghats in open, under the sky. Public toilets were there on the ghat. So there I used to go and take bath in Ganga. At night also used to sleep on the ghat. Then go and beg my food from 5 houses. At that time, 100 rupees to that gentleman. So it was 37 rupees and 59 paisa ticket for Kashi. So remaining amount, Swamiji said that whatever amount remains with you, that you offer to Annapurnama, Ba, and then don't keep any money. And when I call you, I will call you whenever I feel like. At that time, I will send you money order for ticket. At that time, you can keep the money and take the ticket and come to me. And don't write any letter to me, whether you are alive or dead. So I told Swamiji that if I am dead, how I will be writing letter to you? Then Swamiji said no. But another option I am giving you that if you want to go to Dwaraka, then in each month I will write you 2 letters and I will send you money order also and no rules and regulations for you. The whichever way you want to stay, you can stay. So, and another option is that you go to Kashi and this way. So I said, no, I will go to Kashi only, Swamiji, not Dwaraka. So this is how it so happened that I started living in Kashi. So Swamiji said, so for 2 years, you get established into meditation. In one diary and pen, Swamiji gave me that at what time you got up in the morning? 3:30. Took bath in Ganga, have darshan of Vishwanath, Annapurna, and then come back. Then how many hours you sat in meditation like that? And that has to be shown to Swamiji when we happen to meet him next time. So started doing like that. So after some 8 months, one devotee, Swamiji's one devotee was there in Kashi, Mahamaya by name. So Swamiji wrote her a letter that and 225 rupees of money order that you find this boy, his name is this, and hand over this amount to him and then you send him to me at Bhimpura. So that old lady's grandson thought that this name Chandramouli Swami, this. So he first went to Ramakrishna Mission, nearby only in Laksa area. So every day I used to attend Ramakrishna Arati, Sandhya Arati. So he asked some monastics there that, do you know one sannyasi of young age is here. So he said, yes. At that time, I started living in Tekra Mutt. It was near Ramakrishna Mission, Laksa. So he said, yes, one boy, very young, he is there in this Tekra Mutt. So that grandson of Mahamaya, his name was Keshav. He came with Swamiji's money order amount and Bhiksha also, Madhukari.
What is Tekramat, Maharaj?
Tekra Mutt, actually, it is what happened that when Aurangzeb demolished Kashi Vishwanath temple, so at that time, this was a big Tekra mount like that kind of thing. And one Shiva temple was there. So one Aparnath sannyasi was staying there on that high hill. That is why it is called a Tekra. So the legend is such that Aurangzeb's that army people they came and they wanted to demolish the temple where Aparnath Baba was there. So he embraced Shiva and he said that as long as I live, you just cannot uh, do any harm to this Shiva.
Mm.
So the those people said that मनुष्य वध करना पड़ेगा तो आप हट जाओ. So Aurangzeb was passing on elephant. So he looked up and saw that something is going on. So he asked his people that what is this thing. So one fakir is there. He wants to sacrifice his life. Aurangzeb got interested and he got down from the elephant and came up on that mount, Tekra. He said, if you are a real fakir, will you show me some miracle? Then I can spare your Shiva temple. They said, what miracle? What kind of miracle you want to see? So he said that bring one bottle of mercury. So one bottle of mercury was brought and that Aurangzeb asked that Aparnath Baba to drink it. So he drank the mercury. Generally, people, as we know, that people die if you drink the mercury. But he drank the mercury and then uh, that urine kind of thing, same bottle filled up with that mercury. And he handed it over to Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb was surprised and he said that let this temple be like this only. Then what kind of service I can do to you? You are a great saint. You have shown me this miracle. So he said that bring a monastery here for sannyasis.
Mm.
So the wall of that monastery is such a huge, around 4 feet thick wall is there. Small bricks are there because Aurangzeb's place, that means 17th century, 16th, 17th century, around more than 300 years, 350 or like that years past. So he built the monastery there at that time. Small bricks are there. Even now that monastery is there. So uh, ground floor, then first floor, and then second floor big terrace. And in four corners of the terrace, four rooms were there. And the inside design even now is that of mosque only. Inside design of that monastery. And they say that in Aurangzeb's time, someone wrote these things, this event and all. So it is there in that book. In Aurangzeb's time, I forgot the name who wrote that book and all. In that Aurangzeb's life, events, everything is recorded.
So it's a sort of an ashram where sannyasis can go and stay.
Yeah, one Mahantaji is there. And when Aparnath Baba passed away, his samadhi was there put in the entrance. As you enter, a big ground kind like thing is there, and that samadhi is there of Aparnath Baba.
Mhm.
And rooms are there, old rooms, old construction. So there I stayed for 5 years,
Oh, beautiful.
73, then onwards. And every year Swamiji used to call me for 4 months. I used to stay with Swamiji, satsang and all. That was up to 77 because on 11th November 77 Swamiji left Anandamayi ashram and then he never came back to Bhimpura in physical form, I mean.
Did Swamiji ever visit you? in Kashi?
In 1976, Swamiji came to Kashi,
Mm.
and at that time, daily we used to go for Ganga Snan, Vishwanath Darshan, Annapurna Darshan, Dundhiraj Ganesh, offer puja. At that time, not much crowd was there, police was not there, no checking, nothing. So leisurely we used to sit there and do abhishek of Baba Vishwanath
Mm.
with Swamiji. One Shani Bhagwan's temple is there outside at that time. Now it is not there. In this corridor project, it is not removed from there. But very ancient temple of Shani Bhagwan. So as we after the Vishwanath Darshan, myself and Swamiji, we were coming out. That Shani Bhagwan's temple left side, it was there. So Swamiji said that let us light a lamp to Bhagwan Shani. So then I lighted the lamp and do like this and offered it to Shani Bhagwan and put the lamp there. Then as we were coming from Vishwanath Gali, Swamiji said, see, people are so scared of Bhagwan Shani. Bhagwan Shani is the king of brahmacharis. वो ब्रह्मचारियों का राजा है. उसको क्या परवाह है कि तुम्हारा जीवन को डिस्टर्ब करेगा. मानुष को कर्म कर्मफल का सिद्धांत रखा है भगवान. So the world goes on like that. So why people are blaming that Sade Sati is going on and all? For ordinary people, it may be all right. But those who are in spirituality, why they should be scared of Bhagwan Shani? He is a son of Bhagwan Surya, Surya Putra. This Swamiji told me at that time, as we were coming out from Vishwanath Gali. Then we used to go in boat ride also. Then Swamiji sometimes used to go for bath in Manikarnika Ghat at that time. So generally people don't take bath there because there is a huge mound of small bones, you know, मतलब अस्थि का छोटे छोटे टुकड़े, शार्प टुकड़े ऐसे, उसका एक पहाड़ जैसा बन जाता है वो गंगा में, क्योंकि दिन रात वो जलता रहता है ना, कॉप्स बर्निंग. तो अस्थि सब लोग गंगा जी में ये कर देते हैं विसर्जन. तो उसका ही एक माउंट जैसा बन जाता है गंगा में. तो वहां पर देर स्वामी जी once stopped the boat there and all of us took bath there.
Oh, wow.
So sharp edges of those bones in the waters, Ganga waters, they used to hurt even little. But even then, Swamiji said, this is the holiest place. Swamiji said, जीवन शाश्वत नहीं है, मृत्यु ही शाश्वत है. सच मैंने शाश्वत सत्य है.
What does that mean?
Means death alone is the permanent truth, जिसको eternal truth. What Bhagavan says in Gita, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu. Dhruvo mrityu is certainty. Nobody, even when Bhagavan takes incarnation, he also gives up his body. So that Swamiji said that मृत्यु ही एकमात्र शाश्वत सत्य है. देख तो और सन्यासी मृत्यु को हाथ में लेकर चलता है ऐसे. मृत्यु को प्रेम करता है. जिसको मानुष डरता है, तो सन्यासी लव्स डेथ. क्या है डेथ? है तो बॉडी चला जाता है, तो ये तो कोई, इट इज नॉट ए बिग थिंग. वो तो शाश्वत सत्य है, होने का ही है. भगवान खुद कृष्ण भगवान आया, बॉडी छोड़ दिया. राम जी 11,000 साल तपश्चर्या करके सरयू में ही लेफ्ट हिज बॉडी. तो दोज वर्ड्स स्वामी जी सेड. देन मणिकर्णिका रामकृष्ण परमहंस हैड दैट दर्शन,
No.
जीवात्मा को. when Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa came to Kashi, so when he was passing near Manikarnika Ghat, so at that time he had a darshan that Bhagwan Shiva and Annapurna Ma Parvati on that smashan, Mahasmashan, dead bodies were burning. So Sri Ramakrishna had such a vision that Bhagwan Shiva is there, Annapurna Ma is there. So one dead body Annapurna Ma holding like this, breastfeeding.
Oh.
हाँ, so that Swamiji uttered these words कि संसार का ताप और अशांति से मानस जो डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, तो उसको बेहोश जैसा हो जाता है, तो उसको पता ही नहीं है कि वो मर गया है ना क्या हुआ है उसके साथ। तो माँ उसको अमृत पान करा के उसको आध्यात्मिक जीवन देती है। तो वो सोल को ऐसे पकड़ के, माने फिजिकल फॉर्म नहीं है फिर भी, व्हाट श्री रामकृष्ण सो, तो ऐसा है दैट बॉडी भगवान शिव के मुख के पास उसका कान ले जाती है, दैट बॉडीज, एंड देन भगवान शिवा गिव्स दैट सोल तारक मंत्र। तो जो तारक मंत्र होता है वो बाद में क्या होता है कि वो सूक्ष्म शरीर में तपश्चर्या करके, क्योंकि काशी का मृत्यु ऐसा बोलते हैं कि काशी में जो जिसका मृत्यु होता है उसका पुनर्जन्म नहीं होता है, और उसका जो कर्म फल क्षय होने का है वो सूक्ष्म शरीर में तपश्चर्या करके क्षय होता है, और उसके बाद उसकी मुक्ति हो जाती है। तो माँ पार्वती वो तारक मंत्र के लिए जीवात्मा को, माने जीवात्मा इन द सटल फॉर्म, उसका कान भगवान शिव के मुख के पास ले जाती है, एंड देन शिवा गिव्स तारक मंत्र टू दैट जीवात्मन, एंड देन जीवात्मन स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी स्टार्ट्स।
Okay. How powerful.
हाँ,
And Tarak mantra is something that can only be practiced in the subtle body.
not necessarily, because some say that Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, that is Tarak mantra. Some people say that Tarak mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Some say that Tarak mantra is Ram, Ram Naam. मतलब
What does it mean? What does Tarak mean?
तारक मीन्स वन हु लिबरेट्स।
हम्म,
जैसे हम लोग नर्मदा क्रॉस स्विमिंग करके तर नहीं जाते हैं।
अच्छा, जो तार करा दे। तार।
हाँ, जैसे तारापीठ है बंगाल में, 200 किलोमीटर अवे, रामपुर हाट करके गांव है, वहाँ तारापीठ है। तो तारा मीन्स जो भवसागर से तार देती है। तो वहाँ वामा खेपा करके संत हो गए, तो ही यूज टू डू जपा ऑफ तारा 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 लाइक दैट। तो तारक मंत्र इज दैट विच लिबरेट्स यू। तो वो पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते, देर वोंट बी पुनर्जन्म वंस शिवा गिव्स यू तारक मंत्र। सो दिस श्री रामकृष्ण हिमसेल्फ सॉ इट, and Swamiji also said that, see, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna himself saw this vision that Divine Mother is holding the Jivatman in her arms and then lifting it like this, and Shiva giving Tarak mantra to that soul. So, soul's journey, not in physical form but in subtle form, starts. So, to get rid of the previous karmas or prarabdha, gradually the soul, by doing japa of that Tarak mantra, the soul will gradually become purified and rise to the higher level of spirituality, and a time will come when it will get liberated. No next birth like that. Kashyan Maranan Mukti, that is what Skanda Purana says, that whosoever dies in Kashi, that soul will get liberated from the cycle of birth and death.
And do you think it really actually refers to the place, Maharaji, or is there any metaphorical meaning to it also?
As far as the things are concerned in Skanda Purana,
Mhm.
it means place specific, because it is said that Kashi, this is mythological, that Kashi is upon Bhagwan Shiva's Trishul, trident.
Mhm.
So it is not in this world. And at the time of Pralaya also Kashi stays. Its original name is Ananda Kanan,
Mhm.
the place of bliss. Kanan means one, forest. Ananda means bliss, blissful forest,
Mhm.
the literal meaning. So Kashi's original name in Skanda Purana is Ananda Kanan.
Beautiful.
Huh.
Is it possible to be in Kashi no matter where you are?
In the Kashi?
Is it possible to be in Kashi no matter where you are?
Of course, huh? In
How's that?
subtle sense, huh?
How's that possible, Maharaj?
It so happens that when your inner consciousness from within, inner consciousness by your tapasya, sadhana, meditations, japa, and all spiritual practices, it so happens that even though you are anywhere, uh, you remember Kashi and you feel as if Manas Puja kind of thing. मानस पूजा यू डोंट ऑफर फ्लावर्स बट मानसिक रूप से मतलब आप जो कुछ अर्पण करते हैं इन दैट सेंस.
Hmm.
लेकिन जो स्कंद पुराण वर्ड स्कंद पुराण सेज दैट प्रीमाइसिस ऑफ काशी ओनली.
Acha.
हाँ.
So even if you are not on a spiritual path and you
हम्म.
happen to pass away in Kashi, you will get liberation.
That depends upon that soul's karma,
Hmm.
because up in to that soul also divine mother, will get initiated by Shiva, that soul also, but it may be that his journey will be longer.
Or maybe more practice in the subtle form.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because once Swamiji said at Bimpura ki if you have a physical body, then you feel hunger, thirst, then kama, krodh, lobh, moh, mad, man, matsar.
Mhm.
These are six enemies
Mhm.
of spirituality. So what happens that Swamiji at that time, once Swamiji said in Bimpura ashram, that in physical body, what is the difference in between the tapas in physical body and in subtle body? If physical body is there, then what happens that you are having hunger, then attraction of this world, fascination of this outer world and all. But in subtle body, these kind of things are not there. So actually, at that time, what Swamiji told, I am repeating his words only, that in physical body, if one is doing tapasya for 50 years, in subtle body, that that soul will have do that tapasya in 500 years, 10 times.
Okay. So that is why I think it is even in Buddhism
हाँ.
that one of the most auspicious births is of a human life,
हाँ.
even more than to be born in God realms,
Hmm.
upper realms. It's better because this is the shortest path to liberation.
Yeah. With physical existence, it so happens
Mm.
because you will have to fight everything: hunger, thirst, then outer fascinations of this fascinating world.
Yeah.
And fascinations will be there for the person who has that kind of attraction. But one who loves God, that person won't have that kind of
Yeah.
attraction or fascination for this world.
Like you, Maharaji. I think
Huh.
it's one of the most beautiful and powerful full stories I have heard so far.
Uh-huh.
Very auspicious life. And it's amazing that your family was also so supportive of your
Huh. Yes.
journey, of your sannyas journey, sending off their 17-year-old
Huh.
Kashi to live on ghats. And there was no resistance there. I
No.
think that's remarkable. I think
Huh.
you've been really blessed by.
And God's grace, Guru Maharaj's grace only.
Yes, and what do you think was your biggest challenge in this journey?
Uh, as far as I know, it will be like self praise, what they say. It's not good to share this thing. But since you have asked, I will tell you. As far as challenges are concerned, so during my spiritual journey, especially I will talk when I was there at Kashi. So it is a big city, and I won't keep any money with me. Beg my food from five houses. Middle class houses were there. So when Swamiji asked me that whatever amount is left of this 100 rupees that you offer to Ba Annapurna, and then don't touch money till I send you and call you here, send you money order and all. So for 8 months I stayed like that. But one thing I forgot. while offering the amount to Annapurna Ma, that I had to purchase one begging bowl or kamandalu.
Wow.
Otherwise, how I will take bhiksha in that? That did not come in my mind, and I offered all money to Annapurna Ma. So then afterwards, next day when I have to go for begging my food, so at that time there was no bowl or no vessel utensil with me, no kamandalu also. So at one house I said, in Kashi it is a tradition to say, as in Barsana it is Radhe Radhe. So in Kashi, while Madhukari Bhiksha, it is a tradition to say Narayan Hari, like. So they will understand that the sannyasi has come for Madhukari Bhiksha. So at one house I uttered the words Narayan Hari and stood there. So one 13 years old girl, around 13 years, came out. And she said, बाबा आपका पात्र कहाँ है? तो आई टोल्ड हर दैट पात्र नहीं है मेरे पास, कर पात्र में दे दो. बोले रोटी गरम है और दाल चावल गरम है, जल जाएंगे हाथ. तो मैं आपको एक छोटी भगोनी देती हूँ एल्यूमिनियम की. तो दैट वाज ए मिडिल क्लास और फैमिली. तो देन शी गेव मी एक भगोनी छोटी, ऐसे ऊपर से नैरो होती है और नीचे से ऐसे छोटी इतनी. तो उसमें वो दाल चावल डाल के ऊपर से ऐसे रोटी घुसा दिया अंदर. सो दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट डे.
So special.
हाँ.
So then, did you manage to get a Bhiksha Patra then?
ना, then for few days it went like that, in that bhagoni only.
Mhm.
But afterwards, one sannyasi who was also doing Mauni Baba was there. So he also used to beg food from 5 houses. So he said that one extra kamandalu is there with him. So he gave it to me and he said that how you will manage in this. So that then I used to do begging like that.
Beautiful. So now everything that happens, especially on this path, especially on in an auspicious life as yours, everything is the divine will.
Hmm.
So why do you think the divine will happened such that you didn't have a Bhiksha Patra for a few days? What was the message in this?
That I don't know. It so happened at that time. That kind of thinking was there, not there in my mind.
Yeah.
Because Swamiji, from the very young age, that 4.5 years of association before taking sannyas,
Mhm.
from 13 years to 17.5 years. So Swamiji taught many spiritual things. Swamiji used to say that accept every verdict as divine will, then sorrow will not touch you. One small address book was there with Swamiji at that time. 3 or 4 addresses of devotees were written in that. On front page, Swamiji wrote that accept every verdict as divine will, then sorrow will not touch you.
Beautiful.
Huh. So whatever happened in life, you accept it as divine will. Flow with the flow. So when emergency, 1975, it was emergency. So police used to move about and they said that now begging is prohibited and you will be arrested if you come for the begging in the streets. So one police party came and they said that all over India emergency is there and begging is not allowed. Beggars Act was there. So I told them that this is not begging, this is Madhukari Bhiksha, and it is in Veda it is said like that. Even Swami Vivekananda said that in Veda it is there, Charen Madhukarim Vritti, Api Mlecha Kuladapi. कोई भी कुल हो, म्लेच्छ मने whosoever, without a differentiation of caste or anything, Madhukari you can do. It is a pure and established norm for a sannyasi. So that police party used to arrest sadhus in 1975 in Kashi. So one police party came to me and they saw that in Kamandalu that when they give that dal, pour that dal inside, so some is stuck outside the patra. Bhiksha Patra. So they come to know that this is food inside, begging food. So at that time, they said that now today we are not arresting you, you go back. But from tomorrow, if you come, then we will have to arrest you because begging is prohibited and Beggar's Act is there. So I said, this is not the begging. This is Madhukari Bhiksha. I am not begging money. So said that government is not going to understand it. We will have to follow the rules and you today we are not doing anything to you, you go away. But tomorrow if we happen to see you, then we will arrest you like that. I said, you can arrest me today as well. Tomorrow I will come. My master has asked me to beg my food from 5 houses. And it is a tradition of sannyasis. So I will follow it only. Then they said that way Babaji nahi samjhega. Yes, like that. So 2, 3 times it so happened, but I was not arrested or
Did you
anything.
share this with Swamiji?
Huh?
Did you share this with Swamiji?
Huh, I told
What do you
Swamiji.
have to say about it?
Swamiji said that while I was going to Kashi, when I was my first journey to Kashi, Swamiji said that, see, one thing, I started weeping because I won't be able to stay with Swamiji. So, and I was a young boy at that time. So, the pain of separation from my master, I didn't have that kind of feeling for my parents since the first time I met Swamiji. That all the attachment, love for family, etc., evaporated from my inner consciousness, I mean to say. So, but I loved Swamiji so much. So, when Swamiji asked me to go to Kashi, so I started weeping, and also Swamiji said, don't cry. I am sending you in the lap of Annapurnama. Baba Vishwanath will take care of you. Then Swamiji said कि दुनिया की कोई भी ताकत का कुछ भी तेरे को करने को सक्षम नहीं है. नॉट नथिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन विथ यू बिकॉज भगवान हिमसेल्फ इज देयर विथ यू. तो तू डरना मत किसी से भी. एंड वन थिंग यू रिमेंबर दैट आई एम ऑलवेज देयर विथ यू. तो भगवान का गोद में भेज रहा हूं मैं तेरे को. तो कौन चीज का चिंता है लाइक दैट. एंड एट दैट टाइम आई टुक स्वामी जीज वर्ड्स. तो आई नेवर यूज टू गेट स्केर्ड ऑफ एनीथिंग और एनी सिचुएशन. As far as challenge is what you asked me, Langda Am is famous in Kashi. One Langda sadhu was there. उसने कलम करके वो आम जिसका स्किन पतला होता है और बाहर से ग्रीन दिखता है लेकिन अंदर से बहुत स्वीट होता है, गुठली छोटी होती है, वो एक लंगड़ा साधु ने वो कलम करके वो काशी के पास में वो नया शुरू किया था बहुत साल पहले, अराउंड 100 150 years ago.
कलम करके आसन.
कलम मीन्स वो एक डाली काट के दूसरे आम के डाली में डाल के वो.
So someone started Langra Am and Kashi.
हाँ, लाइक दैट. एंड दैट साधु वाज लंगड़ा.
Oh,
लंगड़ा मीन्स उसको पाँव में दिक्कत था चलने में.
अच्छा.
लेम लेम.
Hmm.
तो वो तो इट इज वेरी स्वीट. स्वामी जी ऑल्सो यूज टू लाइक इट वेरी मच. तो सब लंगड़ा आम जब मैं भिक्षा के लिए जाता था तो लंगड़ा आम रखा है. ये तो सिटी है, मिठाई बिक्री होती है, समोसा कचौड़ी ये सब बनता है, उसका वो फ्लेवर आता है सुगंधी ये वो. लेकिन मेरे को ऐसा कुछ चीज के लिए कभी भी मैं भगवान का साक्षी रख के बोलता हूँ कि इन माय वाइल्डेस्ट इमेजिनेशन नॉट ए सिंगल टाइम ए काइंड ऑफ डिजायर अरोज इन माय माइंड टू हैव दैट मैंगो लंगड़ा आम या कचौड़ी खाओ या कुछ ये ऐसे. दैट काइंड ऑफ आइडिया नेवर ऑकर्ड इन माय माइंड. तो चित्रम दर्पण दृश्यमान नगरी, एज भगवान शंकराचार्य says that this whole world is kind of a dream. It appears real, but it is not real. So, like that, I used to read scriptures also afterwards. And literally, I was not attracted by anything in whatever I was seeing in the Kashi and all. And my attention was do as much as tapasya as possible. So, initially in 74, 3 and 74, Swamiji restricted me to read the books. So that if you start reading the book, then you will think that this is spiritual books. So I am passing my time in spirituality. So Swamiji said, no. First you get established in meditation and then study. So for 2 years he did not allow me to study. After 2 years, Swamiji said that now you study. So then I started studying Panini Vyakaran, Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi in Kashi, and then Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Then Swamiji said that study Upanishads, so that Ish, Ken, Kat, Prashna, Mundak, Mandukya, Aitareya, Taittiriya, Shvetashvatara, Chandogya, Brihadaranya. These 11 main Upanishads, Swamiji said that you study. And then Gita, Brahma Sutra, and Vedanta related books. And then Swamiji gave me one Bible also, that I read like that.
And what was the book that had the most impact on you, if at all?
Upanishads had the great impact upon my mind.
Any particular Upanishad?
Kathopanishad.
Upanishad.
Huh.
And I believe that Swamiji used to discourage everyone to read commentaries.
That Swamiji told me you don't need to read commentary.
Mhm.
Swamiji said that if you do not understand anything, then you come, whenever you come to me, you ask me, and I will explain it to you. So whatever points when I used to study at that time, I won't understand that I used to write down in my diary, and then come to Swamiji and then ask him. Like one example I give you, that in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it is said that Smruti, Samadhi, Pragna, Itresham. मतलब स्मृति स्मृति से समाधि की प्राप्ति होती है. स्मृति.
Smriti is
स्मृति इज रिमेम्बरेंस.
remembrance, yeah.
हाँ. एंड इन अदर प्लेस भगवान पतंजलि सेज दैट स्मृति विघ्न है स्पिरिचुअलिटी का. तो कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी स्टेटमेंट हो गया ना. तो व्हेन आई विजिटेड स्वामीजी, आई आस्क्ड स्वामीजी दैट इन वन प्लेस भगवान पतंजलि सेज दैट स्मृति समाधि प्रज्ञा इतरेषाम. स्मृति रिमेम्बरेंस इज गोइंग टू लीड टू समाधि. एंड इन अनदर प्लेस Patanjali says that Smriti is an obstruction. So Swamiji explained it to me that worldly Smriti, जागतिक स्मृति समाधि का विघ्न है. ईश्वर स्मृति, परमात्मा का स्मृति समाधि में ले जाता है.
Oh, beautiful.
हाँ, that is what Patanjali wants to say.
It reminds me of what Ramakrishna Paramhans said about Maya. There is Mahamaya, then there is Yog Maya.
Yes.
Maya is there. Everything is an illusion. It's Maya. But one Maya will take you towards the world, and one Maya will take you towards God.
Yes, yes. Definitely. See. Mahamaya it is called, So the whole universe in Chandi Path also, Durga Saptashati, it is there. Gnani Nam api chetansi, Devi Bhagavati sa, Baladakrusya Muhaya, Mahamaya Prayachati.
What does it mean?
Means even wise people get fascinated by these things. Because when Maya will capture you, you don't know.
Mm.
Gnani Nam api chetansi, even wise people.
Mm.
So that Swamiji also used to say that never get captivated by the outer world, what you see. Change your perspective. See the forms, all forms as divinity only. And one shloka is there in Upanishad that Tvam Stri Tvam Pumanasi Tvam Kumar Uttava Kumari Tvam Jirno Dandena Vanchasi Tvam Jato Bhavasi Vishwato Mukho. मतलब तू ही स्त्री है, तू ही पुरुष है, तू ही कुमार यंग बॉय, तू ही कुमारी है यंग गर्ल. जीर्णोदंडेन वंचसी का मतलब जो बुढ़ी माई लकड़ी का सहारा लेके ऐसे झुक कर चलती है, वो भी तू ही है. त्वम जातो भवसी विश्वतो मुखो. वॉट एवर फॉर्म्स, विजिबल फॉर्म्स आर देयर इन दिस यूनिवर्स is the verily your manifestation. You have manifested in this different kind of forms as a man, woman, girl, boy, old lady, and whatever visible world, whatever moving, animate, inanimate, The whole universe is divinity only. But this only you will realize when you have that knowledge of Brahman.
It's very like we have been hearing this for so long now, for years, studying scriptures. So there is knowledge about it, and there is
Hmm.
also conviction within that this knowledge is true.
Hmm.
But how to transform this knowledge into realization,
By practice only.
and what practice? How?
That is what generally in yoga it is said that as many years of your age is there, minimum that many minutes you are supposed to meditate. And as one great saint has said that for 27 seconds, if no thought occurs in your mind,
Mm.
then it is one pratyahara. That Ashtanga yoga is there, Patanjali's.
Okay.
Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. So if for 27 seconds not a single thought occurs in your mind and mind remains thoughtless, then it is one pratyahara. Then 27 seconds multiplied by 27 seconds, mind remains thoughtless that way. Then it is one dharana. 27 dharana multiplied by 27 dharanas are one dhyana. And 27 dhyana multiplied by 27 dhyana is one samadhi. But this needs, as Bhagavan Patanjali says, that satu dirghakalat nairantarya satkara sevitaha. This you have to practice for a prolonged period of time. Dirghakala. Nirantara means day and night whenever you get the time. Satkara sevita means with deep respect and regards, love for that. You need to practice spirituality. Especially Patanjali insists on meditation.
Mm.
And what Bhagavan Narad says in Narada Bhakti Sutra, in Bhakti Marga, Naradji says that what is the definition of bhakti? So Naradji says that yatha vraja gopikanam. So gopis were householders. They were doing all kind of chores, everything. And still their mind remained attached day and night, every time with God only. So when they used to go to sell curd and butter and all upon their head, used to keep the vessel and go into the village to sell it. So one shloka is there that Vikretu Kama Khalugop Kanya Murari Padar Pita Chitta Vritti. जिसका चित्त वृत्ति मुरारी भगवान कृष्ण में लीन हो गई है, तो दही दूध बेचने के लिए जा रही हैं गोपियां और बोल रही हैं कि गोविंद लो, दामोदर लो, माधव लो. विक्रेतु कामा खलुगोप कन्या मुरारी पादार्पित चित्त वृत्ति दध्यादिकम मोह वशाद मुमोच. दही है बिक्री करने के लिए, लेकिन वो मोहवश क्या बोल रही है? गोविंद लो, दामोदर लो, माधव लो. तो either you follow the path of bhakti or karma yoga or the path of jnana yoga, any path you follow, the total dedication and as much remembrance of divinity you can keep it alive in your subconscious mind, even though doing all outward duties. So if the intensity of that practice is there, then realization happens in this very life. Swamiji used to say कि कोई मानुस को भूख नहीं लगा है और तो पानी दे. If some guest come to your house and he is not hungry, and if you offer some breakfast, so he will just take one piece of it and then he won't take further. If a person is not thirsty, came to your house, and if you offer the water, he will just have a one sip and keep the glass aside. But if a person is really thirsty, as soon as he enters your house, he will say that give me water, drinking water. And without any hesitation, he will drink whole glass of water. And if a person is really hungry, if you offer something as breakfast, immediately he will start eating it without any hesitation. So Swamiji said that if that kind of hunger and thirst for God is ignited in your subconscious mind, conscious mind, inner soul, inner consciousness, then the time limit gets shortened because you feel that without God you cannot live. So, as Sri Ramakrishna did tapashcharya, sadhana, meditations, and all. So, at that time, he was so restless to see Divine Mother face to face. So, if that kind of intensity of love for God is there, then God is not going to hide himself from you. Swamiji used to, generally, he won't quote scriptures, but one sentence is there in Upanishads that Jaeva Patya Ushati Suvasa. Jaya means patni. पत्य पत्य मीन्स पति के सामने. उषति मीन्स उसका जो सुंदर बॉडी है उसको, मतलब कपड़ा जो ये करते हैं. उषति सुवासा मीन्स वस्त्र. तो जो जाया है वो सिर्फ पति के सामने ही अपना सौंदर्य प्रकट करती हैं, मतलब अपना शरीर का वो जो आवरण हटाती है. तो ऐसे व्हेन यू आर वेडेड टू ब्रह्मन, वेडेड टू गॉड, तब ही वो वस्त्र आवरण से जो ढक गया है वो ऐसा खुद को, उसका ब्यूटी ऐसा प्रकट करेगा.
Beautiful.
हाँ. तो स्वामी यूज्ड टू से दैट वेडेड टू गॉड, जैसे मीराबाई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल और कोई दूजो न कोई. लाइक दैट व्हेन ए सोल इज हंग्री एंड थर्स्टी फॉर गॉड एंड ही गेट्स वेडेड टू डिविनिटी, तो जैसे जाया पत्येव उशति सुवासा, लाइक दैट दैट ब्रह्मन ऑल्सो, उसका जो आवरण है ऐसे ढक के रखा है अपना खुद का सौंदर्य ब्यूटी तत्व, वो ऐसा अनवाइंड करके ऐसा प्रकट करेगा तुम्हारा सामने. तो दैट काइंड ऑफ wedded to God need to be practiced in your life from within.
Beautiful, Maharaji.
Huh.
Maharaji, I see a very beautiful form of Kali in the background.
Huh.
Could you talk about that form?
Huh. That is Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to worship Bhavatarini Kali, which is there on the banks of Ganga in Kolkata. So this is the form of Bhavatarini Kali. So one devotee, I didn't ask for the photo or anything, but on his own, one devotee thought that I will gift this photo to Swamiji. So he got it flex printed and gifted it to me.
Yeah. Very beautiful form.
Huh.
Very powerful. Okay, so Maharaji, one last question.
Hmm.
So, according to you, what is meditation and what advice do you have for a seeker on the path in this modern world? And especially someone who doesn't have a guru in physical form.
So Swamiji used to say that if you do not have a guru in physical form, यदि तुम्हारा मनुष्य गुरु नहीं है, तो सच्चिदानंद परमात्मा एज ए अंतर्यामी indweller resides in your soul as a जीवात्मन. तो यदि तुम्हारा कोई गुरु नहीं है, मनुष्य गुरु, तो दैट सच्चिदानंद परमात्मा विल गाइड यू फ्रॉम विद इन. लेकिन उसके लिए यथा कुर्मोंगानी, जो भगवान गीता में बोलते हैं कि कछुआ जैसे अपने अंगों को बाहर के जगत से ऐसे विड्रॉ कर अपने लिम्स को अंदर ले लेता है, ऐसे ही जब तुम्हारा मन जो विषयों में, दूसरा सब चीज में, आज के ज़माने में मोबाइल है, इंटरनेट है और बहुत कुछ है, ये सब चीज में फैसिनेटेड नहीं होके, टीवी है, रेडियो है, ये सब है, तो ये सब में से जितना हो सके उतना जल्दी ज़्यादा विड्रॉ होके, दैट मच टाइम इफ वन डेडिकेट्स in loving God, practicing spirituality, practicing meditation, then gradually that attachment to the outer world and that fascination to the outer world will die out. And then the inner urge to see God will be kindled. So the utilization of time is such a factor. That is why Kali Mata's name is Kali. So Kal means time. Time is the most important factor in our life. We never value time. Swamiji used to say that Divine Mother Kali will bless only that person who knows the value of time and utilizes the time in divine practices. But generally, what happens that we are religious, we light a lamp, candle, we do mala, jap, and all for a time being, and then again we get lost in many other things. So from within, that awareness is not there regarding the existence of presence of God within you. So practice of presence of God, one Leo, disciple of Saint Francis. Leo, his name is. So Leo, Saint Francis, what guided to Leo. So it is a practice of presence of God. One that in Christianity, one book is there. Then Swami Vivekananda used to keep with him imitation of Christ. The photo which you see behind, that Mother Mary and Christ child, that Swamiji used to like very much. Mother and child. So that photo, that is why, because Swamiji used to like this photo very much, I have kept it in my room. And the underneath photo is one gopi in Vrindavan, in the holy dust of Vrindavan, व्रजरज में भगवान के जो चरण चिन्ह हैं उसको प्रणाम करती है. ये है किशनगढ़ पेंटिंग, इट इज दैट फोटो, कि गोपी भगवान के चरण चिन्ह, भगवान नहीं है, भगवान के चरण चिन्ह व्रजरज में जो अंकित हुए हैं, इम्प्रिंटेड है, उसको ऐसा स्पर्श करके प्रणाम करती है, ऐसा करके. तो स्वामी जी ने वो जो भगवान के चरण चिन्ह किशनगढ़ के पेंटिंग में जो निशान थे, उसके अंदर गोल्डन पेंट भर दिया था. सो इट इज वेरी ओल्ड फोटो that is not shining now, that golden color, but Swamiji filled with his own hand that with a golden metallic ink.
Beautiful.
हाँ. So like that, भगवान के चरण चिन्ह की उपासना जो करते हैं, तो भगवान के चरण चिन्ह में जो चलते हैं, इट इज सेड दैट महाजनो ये न गत स पंथा, ग्रेट सोल्स जो मार्ग पर चले वो मार्ग पर चलो. तो इन द मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड एक्सट्रोवर्शन बहुत ज्यादा है. तो इंट्रोवर्ट होने का इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इन आवर लाइफ. तो विड्रॉल फ्रॉम आउटर ऑब्जेक्ट्स, आउटर एक्टिविटीज विच आर यूजलेस, मीनिंगलेस. एंड स्वामी जी हमारे गुरु महाराज बोलते थे कि तू कादव में, मड में पांव डाल के फिर तू पानी से धोएगा, जैसे मानुस रेडियो टीवी देखते हैं और फिर वो सब उसका दिमाग में घुस जाता है, तो उसी का विचार आएगा, फिर वो विचार निकालने का कोशिश करना पड़ेगा. क्योंकि जो विजुअल है, अकेला ऑडियो कम इम्पैक्ट करता है माइंड पर, लेकिन ऑडियो विजुअल जिसमें है वो ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट करता है. तो वो ऐसा मड में तुम गंदा पाँव में, गंदी जगह में पाँव डालते हो और फिर उसको धोते हो, डबल मेहनत, तो उसमें कैसे स्पिरिचुअलिटी होगा, स्वामी जी यूज्ड टू से. तो तुम टाइम का यूटिलाइजेशन, महाकाल को दर्शन करने जाता है मानुस उज्जैन, लेकिन महाकाल क्या है नहीं पता है, कि ईच मोमेंट ईटिंग अवे फ्रॉम योर लाइफ, यू डू नॉट नो व्हेन यू विल डाई. युधिष्ठिर को यक्ष प्रश्न किया तो बोलता है कि दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा आश्चर्य क्या है. तो युधिष्ठिर बोला कि मृत्यु कब आएगा नहीं पता है, लेकिन भी मानुष को मृत्यु का कोई अंदाज नहीं है. तो इस तरह से जो मतलब टाइम का वैल्यू जो समझता है और उस काल का यूटिलाइजेशन, उसी पर काली का कृपा होता है, डिवाइन मदर का कृपा होता है, और देन योर स्पिरिचुअल प्रोग्रेस बिकम्स इजियर. दैट इज योग माया.
So powerful.
हाँ.
So important for all of us to hear this.
हाँ.
In this world of constant distractions,
यस यस. हाँ.
Useless entertainment, useless.
हाँ,
This is really important to remember.
especially time factor.
Yes.
Nobody knows when one will die. And with all that, a person wastes time like in so many nonsense things, so as to say.
Yes. I also we cannot we have to talk about one thing. I remember when I came to your little ashram, you mentioned how I don't remember it completely, but you mentioned how you came upon this ashram.
हाँ,
It was a very beautiful, very powerful story. Can you please talk about that?
हाँ. So our Guru Maharaj, Timirbaran Swamiji left his body in Vrindavan on 4th of April 1993, 31 years ago around. So some 5 or 6 days before he left his body, I was staying in Vrindavan from 87 to 93 on Yamuna banks. It was a Nimbark Sampradaya ashram. जमुना जी के पट में ही था वो आश्रम, बहुत सुंदर था. सो मैनी पिकॉक्स वेर देयर, खरगोश थे कितने, मोर थे, मतलब बहुत कुछ था सुंदर. कुटिया पेड़ बहुत सुंदर थे. उधर ही मैंने 87 से 93 रहा. तो बिफोर स्वामी जी लेफ्ट हिज बॉडी सम 5 to 6 days ago ही कॉल्ड मी इन हिज रूम. स्वामी जी बोला कि नाउ यू गो फॉर नर्मदा परिक्रमा एंड यू मतलब यू वोंट स्टे हियर इन वृंदावन. I used to love Vrindavan a lot. And I thought that why Swamiji is asking me to go to Narmada Parikrama in Gujarat side and all. तो वो तो भौतिकवादी जगह है, मटेरियलिस्टिक है. और ब्रज तो भगवान का चरण चिन्ह है, इधर जमुना जी है. तो क्यों स्वामी जी मुझे यहाँ वृंदावन छोड़ने को बोल रहे हैं. बांके बिहारी का दर्शन है, राधा रानी का दर्शन है, गिरिराज परिक्रमा है, विच आई यूजुअली ओकेजनली यूज टू गो. लेकिन फिर गुरु और आज्ञा है अविचारणीय. जो गुरु की आज्ञा होती है उसमें विचार करने का नहीं है. तो स्वामी जी बोला कि चप्पल तो वो टाइम भी हम लोग नहीं पहनते थे. तो स्वामी जी बोला तू बिना चप्पल नर्मदा परिक्रमा निकल जा, और नर्मदा मैया तेरे को जो स्थान दे वहीं तू रह जाना.
Mm.
तो मैं बोला ठीक है स्वामी जी. तो वो 4th अप्रैल स्वामी जी लेफ्ट हिज बॉडी. तो बताया था ये जमुना तट पर ये जगह में अग्नि संस्कार करना, और सब वाइंड अप करके 11th अप्रैल में स्वामी जी 4th अप्रैल लेफ्ट हिज बॉडी. सो 11th अप्रैल में गुजरात आया. और जो जगह से नर्मदा परिक्रमा स्टार्ट करने का बोला था स्वामी जी ने, वो जगह वो अंकलेश्वर के ब्रिज के पास एक गरीब मानुस, गरीब तो नहीं बोलना चाहिए, लेस प्रिविलेज्ड पर्सन का वो चाय का छोटा ये था दुकान. तो स्वामी जी कभी कार से उधर से जाते थे तो कार उधर रोक कर पर नर्मदा का तट आ जाता था वहां. तो वहां चाय पीते थे. तो स्वामी जी बोला कि तू वो जगह से नर्मदा परिक्रमा शुरू कर. तो परिक्रमा कर वहां से स्टार्ट किया मैंने. और आफ्टर दैट वो समुद्र क्रॉस करना पड़ता है नाव में. और ये 1370 किलोमीटर्स की परिक्रमा है, एक सिंगल तट. तो दोनों तट मिला के 3000 किलोमीटर्स अराउंड हो जाता है. तो आई स्टार्टेड दैट परिक्रमा एंड व्हेन आई हैपन टू कम टू तिलकवाड़ा इट वाज मानसून टाइम. सो इन जून इट सो हैपेंड that I reached Tilakwada. So the place where presently I am here stay put. So this place was is at that time very beautiful, more beautiful than in presently what it is. We lost 300 feet of land in 2005. So big trees were there and right on the Narmada banks. So one Kala Bhairava temple was there, old temple, and underground meditation cave was there. So I found that this place is great. So I thought that let me stay here for 4 months. In monsoon, 4 months you cannot proceed for parikrama. So I asked that who is the manager of this place. So he said, they said, village people said that high school principal is the manager of this place. So he will come at 5 o'clock evening. So when he came here, so then I asked him that I want to stay Chaturmas for 4 months here in monsoon in that Kala Bhairava temple. So will you allow me to give that room to me? So that principal ऐसे मुड़कर चरण स्पर्श किया. And then he said that Swamiji, I cannot give you this place for 4 months. मैं आपको चातुर्मास के लिए नहीं दूंगा. फिर अगेन ही विथ फोल्डेड हैंड ही सेड आप आजीवन रहिए.
Oh.
तो व्हाट स्वामी जी सेड एट दैट टाइम कि नर्मदा मैया जो जगह तेरे को दे उधर तू रह जाना. तो दिस इज हाउ आई हैपन टू कम टू दिस प्लेस. बाद में मैं उनको बोला कि मेरा जब परिक्रमा पूरा होगा तब फिर मैं इधर. So since then I am here, stay put at Narmada Banks here.
How lovely. How long has it been?
31 years.
Oh, wow.
In between, I used to go to Uttar Kashi
Mm.
in summer because it is so hot here at that time. Sometimes I used to stay on Ganga banks on Uttar Kashi. Then Harshil,
Yes.
near Gangotri, I used to stay. Then in Gangotri also I stayed for some time.
Mm.
Then Char Dham and afterwards visited Amarnath Yatra and all. After that, at Vasishtha Gufa in Assam,
Mm.
on the banks of Brahmaputra, one sacred place is there. Nobody used to stay there. You have to bag your food somewhat 3-4 kilometers you have to walk, and then you can go for bagging your food. So there I stayed, and afterwards in Darjeeling, Swami Abhedanand Ashram is there, direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. Stayed for some time there, and when 9/11 happened in USA, 2001 or like that, at that time I was in Karnataka. Kollur Mukambika temple is there. Kuttajadri mountain is there. And where Virappan used to stay, that sandalwood forest is there.
Mm.
So there I was there for 2 months. Caves are there, natural caves. One Sauparnika river is there. And then one Sri Yantra temple is there. So they give the food to the sadhus who stay there nearby caves. So likewise in 31 years of time, generally 2 or 3 times I visit Vrindavan every year. 2 or 3 times, sometimes 4 times to Kashi. And all the places where I have stayed all over India, only when I reach Kashi, I feel that this is my real home. Maybe because I took sannyas in Kashi and stayed there for 5 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that feeling that this is the my home, my place, my own place, that feeling I feel at Kashi only.
So beautiful.
So I love Kashi so much.
Wow, Maharaji, this was such an honor, such a pleasure to have this conversation with you. And I think we will meet again once more because there's so much, to learn.
Yes, yes, sure.
But this was an absolute pleasure.
हाँ जी,
Really, thank you for your time.
हाँ जी.
Uh, it was very inspiring, very beautiful.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaji.
हाँ जी.